Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News. Now, the pleasure to be joined by Australian Kate Mclaren. Kate, how are you down at the Edge Gym today, mate?
Hey, I'm doing really well, thank you. Obviously, I think you've probably heard I'm in camp at the moment, so training hard, as you can see from the state of me. I'm sweating, it's hot in here, obviously, but we're getting the work in and we're ready to put on one hell of a performance on the 7th of September, if you don't already know.
Definitely as well. I mean, if you haven't been to the Edge Gym, it is pretty much a greenhouse in here. There's no air conditioning, but that's how we like it in a boxing gym as well. Kate, definitely. Kate, before we get into your fight in September as well, I want to talk about, obviously, your transition to the UK, teaming up with Will. I mean, how did you team up with Will Jones at the Edge Gym?
Look, I knew, so what happened was earlier at the beginning of the year, I did a few camps over in America. And I've been based out of Australia for 14 years now. I was born, obviously, in the UK. Been away from home for a long time, done a lot of different training camps all over the world internationally. I got to number one in my division in Australia in the women's welterweight division. And I kind of come back from New York after a really solid camp. And I kind of felt like I needed a little bit more, if I'm honest. Obviously, Australia, the pool for boxing and women in the welterweight division is quite small. I've learned and grown so much through all my different experiences overseas, and obviously I'm very blessed that I've still got my parents in the UK. So I thought I'll put everything in storage over there. I'm going to come over to London, where boxing is definitely on the map. Some of the best promoters over here, some of the best fighters, and I'm going to basically come over here and give it my best shot. As for how Will and I met, I did a little bit of research, I did some homework. I know that Will is very established over here in London. I know that, he was over in Saudi Arabia on one of the biggest cards over there for the Dimitri Bivol fight, and it was his opponent fighting, obviously, Bivol. So we got talking, and he basically said, come and try out the stable, give it a go, and I came, and I've never left, and I don't plan to. We've got big things coming up, and I'm super excited to have such a great supportive team around me, so I'm blessed.
Definitely. I mean, we're here as well. I mean, what improvements would you say Will Jones is kind of adding to your game?
What hasn't he added to my game? First of all, I have to say Will has the patience of a saint. So I'm someone that definitely has a few symptoms of ADHD. Sometimes it can be a lot of overload in my mind. And Will is very good at slowing things down, breaking things down for me. And what I do need as well, I'm not sure how many people over here know, but I had no amateur career. So I got thrown straight in the deep end and learnt how to swim, basically. So right now we're really focusing on stripping things back. It's very important to have those fundamentals, and Will's amazing not only at teaching all the technique and everything, but his teaching ways, they work brilliant for me. So he just knows how to teach me. He knows what I need as someone that kind of struggles with a bit of ADHD. He's fantastic. He's got the knowledge, and he's also got the personality and the patience. And it's not just for me. I've seen him in this gym. He knows how to train each and every one of us completely differently. And I think that's an amazing attribute for a coach. So I'm definitely in the right stable.
No, definitely. I mean, I was just saying to Kate and Thomas as well, I think Will is one of the most underrated coaches in the UK, definitely soon to be one of the most rated in the UK. I mean, with the stable of fighters, it's ever growing as well, whilst we watch Tom Welland on the pads behind us as well. Obviously, back out, Kate, September the 7th, top tier show. I was at the last top tier show at the Brentwood Centre. I mean, topped by Jimmy Sains. I mean, what a night it was, but excited to be back out on September the 7th, mate.
I am so excited to be back out on September the 7th. It's a big statement for me, obviously, first time fighting on home soil. I've got all the family and friends from, coming from all over the map, which is great. This is really my time to shine, I believe. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to put on one hell of a performance. I know that this fight is make or break for me. If I put on something incredible in that ring and I showcase all my skills and everything that I've been learning since I've got here in London, I know that we're going to have a very, very busy next couple of years, and that's exactly what I want. So excited.
Definitely, Kate. For those that haven't watched you box before, what can people expect when they watch you at the Brentwood Centre on September the 7th?
Look, I'm one of those fighters that I feel like I'm improving every time I step in the ring. I'm learning, I'm wanting to learn, I'm changing each time I fight. So obviously you've probably seen I put a fair few of my fights online and people say, well, your opponent's going to study you. My opponent can study me all they want because I am constantly improving, I am constantly adapting, I am constantly changing and growing. So they're not going to know what's coming, especially the 7th of September. New coach, new stable. I've got some serious power, so be warned, watch out. Kate Mclaren is soon about to be on the map. I'm pumped.